Happy Friday. I'm Jennifer from the Family Community Health Science Department of Somerset County. And we're here today in the kitchen to make a sweet treat. Okay, this is a lot of fun to make. You can grab your kids and really quickly, under 5 minutes, have the cake of their dreams, adding in all different flavors. I will say it's not a healthy recipe. I did make one switch to make it a little healthier, but you know what? Sometimes being in the kitchen is about fun and learning how to cook and just enjoying time together. So how many of you have ever made a mug cake, right? You make the cake in the mug, you put it in the microwave. We're going to make two versions today. We're going to make a chocolate one and a vanilla one. And I will say that my daughter and I had a lot of fun experimenting with these recipes. So we're going to make the chocolate one first. So what we're going to do is just get a small bowl, and I'm going to put 1 cup of flour. Not 1 cup, a quarter of a cup. Got ahead of me here. A quarter of a cup of flour. Okay, and 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Okay. Ooh, the chocolate smells so yummy. All right, and we have baking powder. I have 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. The other one. There is a lot of utensils going on in this recipe. So 2 tablespoons. I'm not going to measure this out precisely. It's okay if it's a little heaping because the cocoa powder is unsweetened and you do need to bring in the sweetness factor. All right, and 1/8 a teaspoon of salt. I will post the recipe below. Just a little salt to kind of bring out that chocolate flavor. Okay, so those are all the dry ingredients. I'm just going to give this a gentle little whisk together. And now we're going to add in some wet ingredients. Okay, 1/4 a cup. Actually, let me get one more. Told you there were a lot of utensils. I didn't want to double dip because I'll need it for the vanilla. Okay, so 1/4 a cup of milk. Plus 1 extra tablespoon. You can use any kind of milk. I'm just using regular 1% milk, so you can use whatever milk that you would like. Now, a recipe that I found said oil. Whenever I bake, I always substitute applesauce for oil in bread, cupcakes, cakes. So I said, I'm just going to do that with this too, just to take out that extra fat. All right, where is my tablespoon? 2 tablespoons of unsweetened applesauce. Okay. So, and that's it. Those are all the ingredients. I have chocolate chips on the side. We're going to add them once this is all combined. And you'll see why, because this is, when this comes out of the microwave, you're going to have a little gooey surprise right in the middle, which is a lot of fun. And this is just a basic chocolate recipe, but this is where you can have fun with your flavors. If you wanted a peanut butter flavor, you can take powdered peanut butter, like the PB2, and put a tablespoon in with the batter with the dry ingredients to give it that peanut butter flavor. Okay, so that's well combined. I'm going to take one of my mugs. You don't need to spray it or anything. And we're just going to pour the batter into the mug. You want to make sure you have a big enough mug that you will have space because the cake will rise as it cooks. Okay. And now the chocolate chips. So these are regular sized chocolate chips. If you have minis, just use them. Take a small handful, about a heaping teaspoon, and dump it just on top, but in the middle. Like, let it be in the middle of the mug. We're going to put it in the microwave for 70 seconds. Okay, 70 seconds on high, and then we're gonna let it cool for a minute. So while that's baking, we are going to make a vanilla version. Okay, let me just get this out of the way. Okay, so for the vanilla version, you grab yourself a bowl. Okay, and we have 1/4 cup of flour again. Plus 1½ teaspoon. Okay, so 1/4 cup and 1½ teaspoons of flour. And we're also going to put 2 tablespoons of sugar. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm skipping salt, okay? So those are the dry ingredients. I can give this a whisk together. And now we're gonna add the liquid ingredients. Okay, the cake is done. See how quick that is? We're gonna let that cool. So I've already melted 2 tablespoons of butter. So we're gonna add that in here. Just wanna make sure I get every drop. Okay, 3 tablespoons of milk. Again, I'm just using 1%. 1, 2, 3. And 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract to give it that nice vanilla flavor. Okay. All right, so we're gonna add this together. And then for our add-ins, you can use sprinkles. So I have some sprinkles on the side that we're going to add to the top, just like we did with the chocolate. Oh, I smell vanilla. It smells so good. So we're just gonna stir that up. All right, again, I'm gonna grab another mug and a spatula. All right, and we're just gonna pour this. This batter is a little thicker. We're gonna pour it right into the mug.
1877.
Sorry, we can tell marketer calls all day long. Okay. So all of that goodness is in here. Just kind of spread it out evenly. Okay, so then as an option, you can leave it plain, but it's fun to have toppings. So I have some rainbow sprinkles. I'm just gonna take about a teaspoon. Oh, they're not. Just a few rainbow sprinkles and sprinkle that on top. Again, it's gonna go in the microwave for 70 seconds. Okay, so I need to show you what this looks like. Okay, I'm gonna bring the camera over this so that you can see this. Okay. Oh, wait, you're not seeing it. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. All right. All right, there we go. Do you see, right? It's fully cooked, 70 seconds. It came away from the sides of the mug. And in the middle is that little gooey, chocolatey deliciousness. That was from the chocolate chips, okay, just melting in the middle. That's why, so when you take your handful of chocolate chips, just put it in the middle, and you get this, like, lava chocolate goodness in the middle. So if you wanted to do peanut butter, okay, like I said, you can put peanut butter powder in the mix, about a tablespoon. Then you could also take probably just a nice heaping teaspoon of regular creamy peanut butter and dump that in the middle too, right? If you're a peanut butter lover. I'm thinking that s'mores would be a delicious add-on. So you could take a handful of mini marshmallows, maybe just like 4 or 5, dump them in with the chocolate chips, and just take a graham cracker and just crush it up and sprinkle a little bit on top. That would be a delicious s'mores version. So that's what I mean by having fun with it. I am going to dig my spoon in here so you can see the goodness. My daughter was like, save it for me. She's in her virtual school. Hi. But look how nice and just moist that is. All right, I'm going to take a bite. Look at that gooey. It's so good. That's check. Okay, we're gonna check the vanilla. This is a little bit of a thicker batter. You can see the sprinkles spread out. Okay, we're gonna grab another spoon and try this. Just to let you see the texture. Okay, again, nice and fluffy. Right, in only 70 seconds. And when I just dipped my fork into that, the aroma of the baked vanilla just really hit home and came through. Just like a cupcake. So try these out. Super simple. I'll post the basic recipe here, but have fun with your add-ins. You can do syrup, right? When it comes out of the oven, out of the microwave, put a little chocolate syrup on top, or a little caramel, or just whatever your flavors desire. So enjoy. Happy weekend.